Warning. The following video will contain flashing lights, mild jump scares, and disturbing real-life topics. Please proceed with caution. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you.
Imagine this. You're walking in the woods. The wind is cold. The sun has just dipped past the trees, and you have no idea where you are. You keep moving forward, desperate, hoping that the way out of the woods is just a few more steps away. The animals around you are growing loud. Crickets chirping, owls hooting, and then you hear it. Footfalls, too large to belong to an animal. You bolt for it. Your surroundings become darker. Your heart pounding, legs aching, breathing heavy. Something snags on your foot and you collide with the cold ground. You feel your ears ringing. Louder, louder, loud to where you can't hear anything else. Finally, you look up. Something is towering over you. It's humanoid. Long arms, impossibly tall, and worst of all, it doesn't have a face. Hello everyone, Mero here. When it comes to internet monsters, one in particular always stands out to me, the Slenderman. Now, Slenderman isn't a new thing to fear. He's been plenty scary in the past, spanning across the web through stories, videos, memes, what have you. Slenderman actually started out as an image, or two images rather. For today's video, I want to dive into the history of Slenderman and what really makes him terrifying after all these years. To start things off, let's go back in time. June 8th, 2009, somethingawful.com. A supernatural monster contest is made, and countless edited images flood the forum. 2 days later, on June 10th, 2009, two notable photos with some interesting text are uploaded by the user, Victor Surge. Real name, Eric Knudsen. We didn't want to go. We didn't want to kill them. But his persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time. One of two recovered photographs from the Sterling City Library blaze, notable for being taken today, which 14 children vanished and for what is referred to as the Slenderman, deformities cited as film defects by officials. Fire at library occurred 1 week later. Actual photograph confiscated as evidence. Looking through this old thread, it's fun to see how much Slenderman was liked by the other users. People were coming up with different stories for the monster, and some even made their own photoshopped images of him. Slenderman's popularity wouldn't skyrocket until the boom of Let's Plays in early 2012. Before that, a lot of people's exposure to him was through a small horror web series called Marble Hornets. Marble Hornets focuses on the mystery surrounding the director and film student named Alex Crayley, whose project, also titled Marble Hornets, had to be abandoned due to the increasing distress caused by an otherworldly presence found through old tapes from the film's production. The story and mystery is told through the eyes and narration of Jay, Alex's friend, and viewed by many through the lens of a video camera, as well as an old Twitter account. The web series spanned from June 20th, 2009 to June 20th, 2014. Over 87 entries of this odd and horrifying adventure. It even had a second channel involved that would post various strange videos in response to the different entries, even going so far as to hack into the main Marble Hornets channel a few times. This second channel, going by To the Ark. In Marble Hornets, this appearance of Slenderman is referred to as the Operator by fans. implying that they're a separate entity rather than the original Slenderman from the Something Awful forum. It's generally accepted in the fandom that they're different beings, but we don't have concrete proof one way or the other. In Marble Hornets, the operator is able to manipulate electronics and cause madness in those that he stalks, giving said victims a sort of sickness that involves paranoia, coughing, blackouts, and lapses in memory. Shifting over to the Let's Play era, Slenderman became incredibly well known thanks to a few popular gamers, most notable being PewDiePie and Markiplier. Let's look at their first and latest videos on Slenderman. Markiplier's first Slenderman video was uploaded on July 4th, 2012, garnering over 2.3 million views, while his latest Slenderman video was uploaded on April 17th, 2017 with over 1.7 million views. He has since gone on to make a few other popular videos regarding the Slenderman, one being the Slenderman song, uploaded on February 10th, 2014, with 6 million views, and another video titled The Fall of Slenderman, uploaded November 9th, 2012, with 1.5 million views. It's a small comedy skit where Slenderman is being interviewed by one of Markiplier's characters, Wilfred Warfstache. PewDiePie's first Slenderman video was uploaded on July 1st, 2012, garnering over 14 million views, claiming in his description to, quote, be the first one to let's play this video on YouTube. His latest Slenderman video was uploaded on December 10th, 2020, with over 3.5 million views. Suffice to say, Slenderman was very popular in the gaming scene, and it wasn't just gameplay. Other notable videos being just various Slenderman prank videos, Omegle videos, quote-unquote real sightings of Slenderman on video, as well as fan games such as Slender Rising, Slenderman Shadow, Slender Tubbies, Swamp Simulator. Okay, so the majority of the Slenderman fan games weren't the best, but they still hold a lot of memories for those who played them. The next topic I am about to discuss is going to be a bit uncomfortable and a little too real. If you are sensitive to real-life crimes in the name of fictional characters, please skip to this time skip. With that said, let's move on. As time went on, Slenderman's popularity grew, until early 2014, where on May 31st in Waukesha, Wisconsin, two 12-year-old girls attempted to murder their classmate to appease Slenderman. The two girls were afraid of the fictional monster attacking them as well as their families, so the pair planned an attack on their classmate. I don't want to name any of those involved in this case, but if you want to learn more, there's plenty of articles and news stories to look over. Thankfully, the classmate that was attacked has since made a full recovery, while the two girls were sentenced to a mental institution. Due to this attack, Slenderman's popularity died down quickly, though he has popped up every now and then, mostly through mediocre films. Slenderman's rise and fall in popularity, both in the early 2010s and recent years, can make people wonder why this entity has been able to stick around so long rather than fading away. Some may say nostalgia, others say it's because it was an early part of internet culture. But personally, I think it's because of the simple fact that Slenderman is terrifying. So, what is the true horror of Slenderman? The unknown. From the beginning, Slenderman was a blank slate, able to be molded into different horrors that creep around the corners of our minds. Let's take a step back and look through where Slenderman is most known to be in. Forests and woods. These two places are interchangeable when writing about Slenderman. Nature itself holds many terrifying things. Unpredictable wildlife, poisonous plants and/or berries. Now, add in a tall figure in the distance, mistake it for a tree, and let the fear settle in as you realize that is not a tree. There are countless theories and stories that add to the lore of Slenderman. Some theories say he could be a forest deity, an eldritch being from another dimension, or even an alien. A personal favorite theory of mine is that he is a metaphor and/or manifestation for mental illness. This is a somewhat popular theory among the fans of Marble Hornets. The longer the entity is around his victims, the more paranoid and sick they become. In the web series, the operator is kept at bay when one takes medication, as indicated through one character, Tim, who has been stalked by the operator since childhood. I will be linking to a Tumblr post in the description that goes more over this theory. But besides that, there's very little we really know about Slenderman. He's tall, spotted near forests and around children, and wears a suit that is sometimes accompanied with long tendrils sprouting from his back. That was all we really knew about him when he was introduced online, and it's still all we know about him to this day. We, as his potential victims, do not know what he thinks, what he feels, what his motives are. Nothing. Slenderman can be everything and nothing. He's fictional, of course. However, that won't stop people from believing in his existence. For some, he's real. To others, he's just on the web. He's just a story, and just a photo.